Daí todo dia praticamente, né? Antes eu sentia muito assim medo, né? Porque a pessoa olhava assim, poxa, ficava também assim, a pessoa olha, né, e tal. Eu já não ligo mais, né? Tem pessoa que às vezes eu tô triste, né? Pega o violão e canta, né? Aí passa, né? Então, o que me incomoda são duas coisas, né? O sangramento e a dor, né? Eu tenho que conviver com a dor praticamente todo dia, né? Daí todo dia praticamente, né?
24-year-old Abrão was born with a rare condition called arteriovenous malformation. It's an abnormal tangle of blood vessels which has manifested itself in a large growth on his face.
Desde pequeno, né, nós não sabíamos o que era, né, essa doença dele, né? E passado o tempo foi se agravando e nós fomos também se envolvendo, né, que o tamanho da gravidade da doença dele, né, que atingiu toda a família, né, que é familiar. E foi tendo bastante sangramento, né, do decorrer do desenvolvimento da idade, né.
Em algumas delas quase morro, né?
Porque cada sangramento que ele tem aí é um risco, né, que...
Due to his condition, he's been hospitalized numerous times, and doctors have so far not been able to find a safe way to remove the growth.
Antes eu pensava, né, eu vou fazer cirurgia, mas hoje já penso de outra forma, né, que o risco é maior do que o benefício, né, então...
Today, Abrão is visiting his specialist.
Eu ando sempre ou na frente assim ou do lado dele, né, que é porque tem algumas pessoas que ficam olhando, né, algumas às vezes dão risada, né, que eu prestei atenção.
Antes eu sentia muito assim medo, né? Porque a pessoa olhava assim, poxa, ficava também assim, a pessoa olha, né, e tal. Eu já não ligo mais, né? Tem pessoa que me olha, me encara, até pergunta, né, isso é câncer e tal, isso foi dente.
Tudo bom? Você está sentindo bem com o remédio?
Tem todo mundo, né?
Mas você sente alguma coisa?
No momento assim não é dor, né? Desse lado aqui, tem bastante dor nesse momento, né? Dentro da boca também sinto bastante ardência, né?
Nos últimos 20 anos, eu tenho me dedicado de uma forma bastante intensa aos pacientes que têm malformações vasculares. E isso é diferente de outros tipos de alterações vasculares, que nós chamamos de anomalias vasculares, por terem uma característica de não serem malformações dos vasos, mas serem alterações de células que se proliferam como um tumor. E a gente tem que tomar então algumas decisões do que poder fazer para frear esse crescimento ou eventualmente para continuar e fazer uma remoção maior. E se não for para curar, vai ser pelo menos para controlar o que mais incomoda, no caso como o seu, que é o sangramento, que é a dor, né, e o crescimento.
E minha vontade é fazer cirurgia assim, né? Mas o risco é grande, né? A gente tem que lutar por aquilo que é mais importante, né? Que é a vida. Acho que aguardar mais um pouquinho, né?
E a luta é grande.
While he waits patiently for new medical treatments, Abrão has found some creative ways of dealing with his condition.
Às vezes eu tô triste, né? Pego o violão e canto, né? Aí passa, né? No começo, né? Foi difícil aprender, né? Vamos lembrar da vez quando a gente se encontrou, foi tão real e não acreditei quando você me olhou. A doença assim, me fez, né, uma parte, né? Uma parte positiva, né? A doença me tornou uma pessoa, né, para me lutar mais ainda, a força que eu não tinha, eu estou tendo agora mais ainda. Né?
I have no facial expressions, so I can't smile at people, I can't move my face at all. I had 4 surgeries to be able to smile. I have always been obsessed with music. When I have trouble expressing myself through facial expression, music is always such a powerful tool for that. Today, I'm going to the studio with my producer Tyler to record my new single. The production's good. I think we're good.
Sounds great to me.
I was born with a rare syndrome called Mobius syndrome. That is where the 6th and 7th cranial nerves are underdeveloped, making me born with facial paralysis. So basically, I cannot smile, I cannot move my eyebrows, I have no facial movements, and I had to have 4 surgeries just to be able to smile. And this is my smile. I was diagnosed at 1 month old. The first 3 years of my life were very traumatic for me and my family, just as I was in and out of the hospital. I had trouble eating, I had trouble breathing. I think the hardest part about having Mobius syndrome is the facial paralysis and connecting with people with the lack of facial expression. Being gay and disabled and having that intersectionality definitely interferes with how I present and how I kind of educate others. Being disabled is hard enough, but having another layer of kind of minority and diversity definitely makes it a lot harder. So I met Nick on a dating app and I was just about to delete it, and I just hit it off with him, and I never thought it would be where we are now. So I actually found some photos.
Okay.
When I was a baby and from my surgery. Look at how small I was.
That's you.
That's me.
That's a little bean.
The first surgery I had I was 10 years old, and I knew about it. I always knew about the surgery, but my mom always wanted me to choose. But I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, and I couldn't close my mouth, so that affected my speech. So with the surgery, they actually put fat or muscle in my lips so that I would be able to close my mouth. After my surgery, I was definitely able to communicate better, and I think that's helped me with everything.
When I first saw Austin on Tinder, I just thought he was like a cute guy, and he was kind of just my type, and I didn't even think about any disability. I think he mentioned it in his bio, but I just thought he looked cute anyway. Is there anything you regret about the surgeries? Are you just are you happy with everything you've done?
No, I'm so happy that I got the surgery, especially because when I was younger, I just felt like I wanted to show that smile, because when people are walking by, you smile to them, and that's an indicator that you're nice and friendly and in a good mood. And I was never able to do that. So I think the smile surgery I wanted to just show my smile that I had on the inside. And I think it just overall was the best thing that I could have done. I have always been obsessed with music. I have always listened to music, and music has always been my therapy. When I have trouble expressing myself through facial expression, music is always such a powerful tool for that. So when I'm writing my own songs, my music is undeniable for who I am, my message, and what my emotions can bring upon. So that's why I love recording and writing my own music and sharing myself through music. Today, I'm going to the studio with my producer Tyler to record my new single. Bye.
I would say Austin's one of the most talented as far as just being able to play. This song, we got a shot of him just playing it literally on the fly. He's able to figure out chords and stuff, and producing with him has always been really cool. It's been fun. I don't think Austin's condition affects his music at all. Vocally, his vocals sound like any other vocal I've mixed, and I feel like you wouldn't notice that he has a syndrome just hearing it off of his song.
Still I rise. I think my new single, Still I Rise, is going to be a new era for me. It's going to be trailblazing on new music and the importance of just a powerful message in music. My plans for the future is to have a huge social platform to influence other people and inspire the world. I hope to travel the world and get my name out there with my music and my story.
I was born without a lower jaw. When I was born, the doctors expected me to not be able to eat or speak, so I have exceeded that expectation. I started posting on social media last year. The third video that I posted got 10,000 views overnight. I was not expecting that. I was amazed.
I honestly would say that Caitlin's challenge isn't her actual disability itself. It's more of the way so many people view her.
I'm Caitlin Reed, and I am 24 and studying criminal justice at Uyghur State University. I was born with something similar to Tourette syndrome, which means that I have a small lower jaw and I don't have jaw joints, so it can't move. It was a surprise for my parents when I came out without a jaw. They put a tracheostomy in because I couldn't breathe. And they also put in a G-tube because I couldn't eat. It was hard going to surgeries and then coming back to school. Up until the middle of elementary school, I had to use a feeding tube to eat. I could eat a little bit earlier, but I mostly ate with the feeding tube. And then in 8th grade, I got my feeding tube out, so I just ate earlier after that. I had a lot of operations growing up. Most of them didn't work the way that they were supposed to. I had one about 3 years ago where they took part of my rib and they stuck it in my jaw. It was pretty successful. I used to not have anything, any sort of jaw, but now I have this little piece. It still doesn't move because I don't have joints. I felt great about that change. It was a little bit less than I was hoping for, but it's great. I talked to some doctors about surgeries in the future. I haven't found any that can do exactly what I need. I'm the youngest of 8 children. My siblings and I are very close. They are not really protective of me, I mean, in a good way. I was very independent and we spent a lot of time together just having fun.
I was about 12 or so when Caitlin was born. When Caitlin was just a little baby, we had a nurse staying full time at our house, particularly at night, just watching over Caitlin while she slept because she was attached to machines to monitor her breathing. And then as Caitlin grew up, I had a close bond with Caitlin because she was just very playful. We were raised with parents that always had us singing. Caitlin, from a young age, was very percussion oriented, probably because of thinking at the time that she wasn't going to be able to contribute her voice as much, but she actually does have an amazing voice, and so when we're singing as a family, it's always nice to be able to hear Caitlin singing. Practically everybody in the family can play some type of instrument, whether it's piano or guitar or the drums, and Caitlin's pretty much able to play just about all of those, plus the marimba. It's really been inspiring for myself and for all of our other siblings and parents to see and to witness how she has really blossomed in spite of having any type of disability. Caitlin's challenge isn't her actual disability itself. It's more of the fact that it can affect the way so many people view her.
Posting on TikTok has really helped boost my confidence and just to know that I can do whatever I set my hand to.
I'm always excited to watch Caitlin's videos.
I need this to talk about how I eat, and after I was trying to study in it, I just eat with my tongue. I can eat pretty much anything. It got a lot of positive feedback, and it went to a lot more people than I expected it to. I felt really great. It was nice to see that I could be a positive influence.
I feel very, very blessed to have you not only as a sister, but also as a really good friend. Thank you, and I love you.
I don't think there's anything that is stopping me from doing anything in the future. Stay positive, look for the good things in life, because no matter what is happening or no matter what hard things you're going through, you can always find something positive, and there's always good things around us.
I'm a duck. Quack, quack, quack. This is who I am, and I can still just be a normal person and live normally, even though I have it. I don't like you. Sugar, 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 sugar. You make unicorns cry all the time. For a while, a lot of my vocal tics were about like drugs and prostitutes, basically, and they just kind of latched onto that. Don't know why. And then they can go quite dark, to be fair. Like sometimes they can be just like about bunnies and fairy princesses and ice kingdoms, and then there'll be like backstreet abortion and prostitutes. Yeah.
21-year-old Emily has Tourette syndrome, a neurological disorder characterised by tics.
You can have vocal tics and motor tics. So the vocal tics are that was like a vocal tic, so vocal tics are sounds, and then the motor tics are the movements, etc. And then, so my most common tics are that one, that's there like all the time. Touch my nose a lot and like make that clicking sort of sound. Meow, meow. Meow quite a bit, except from the sort of meowing. They mostly are just random gibberish that comes out. So the biggest stereotype that I come across with Tourette's is sort of everyone just seeing it as a swearing disease, which is not true. We don't just walk around yelling expletives and stuff.
Emily was diagnosed with Tourette's at just 4 years old, although her mother saw symptoms from a much earlier age.
Emily's birth was quite traumatic. She was very poorly for the first couple of days. She had her stomach pumped, she had to be force-fed, and she used to wake herself up in the middle of the night, and I'm not exaggerating when I say 52 times a night was normal. She would just twitch and wake herself up all the time. That's where you started, but eventually... The paediatrician thinks that it could have been from as young as 8 weeks.
I love that one because you were just a crackpot.
Emily was severely bullied at school due to her Tourette's.
There were 6 girls in my year, and they were just really nasty. And they'd sort of imitate me and throw my medication about and hide my stuff, and they were just really nasty. One lunchtime I was taking my meds and they was sort of took them off me and were, you know, throwing the packet about and stuff, and just generally being not nice. And I just really hated school, hated just everything. Just became a really kind of shy person. But now I'm not. Now I just talk to anyone and stuff, like I'm fine with it.
We met on the very first day of college. I never met anyone with Tourette's, but I knew of the condition. I know that she's been through a lot with this syndrome. Like she said that she was bullied because of it, which is horrible. Obviously, if I knew her then, I would have stood up for her, and and I'll do it now if anyone does, But yeah, I think it's amazing, and it's a part of her, and I love that about her. So yeah.
I tend to suppress quite a bit, like holding in my tics, and it's a form of self-preservation for myself, I guess. I mean, if you're just walking along the street and you start doing all weird movements and stuff, people do kind of look like, what are you doing? And if I'm at uni and I'm in a lecture with loads of people that I don't know, I tend to hold it in because otherwise they're just going to be like, what are you doing? Who is this girl? Like, she's so weird. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend suppressing to anyone because how is anyone ever going to be okay with it if we don't show it? But when I'm with my friends, I don't feel the need to suppress. Even if I'm out in public and I'm with my friends, I don't feel the need to suppress as much.
Yeah, this is okay. I thought it was quite nice to actually have a friend that has Tourette's.
We're not friends. Oh no.
Emily has found that there is one thing that does stop her ticking.
Music in general really helps with my Tourette's. I literally listen to music like probably all the time. It just calms me down a lot. When I start singing, it feels really good. I don't have to suppress or anything. I just don't tick when I sing. Like, that's the good thing about it, and I think that's why I enjoy music and singing so much. It's a release.
When I watch Emily perform, it's quite amazing because she's always been a very shy person. It wasn't until she was about 15 that she would actually talk to someone face to face. She used to hide behind me and talk through me. But if you put her on a stage, there could be hundreds and hundreds of people sitting in front of her and it didn't faze her at all.
Why is every single second filled up with you? I really don't know. It's what I'm used to.
The thing I admire most about Emily is her courage and her determination. Nothing stands in her way.
Don't leave me this way.
Yeah, Tourette's is a bit of a ball ache, really, but I wouldn't change her.
I think the biggest challenge of living with Tourette's was just becoming a confident person and just accept it as this is who I am, this is going to be part of my life, and I can still just be a normal person and live normally even though I have it, and just sort of coming to terms with that. When I am on stage and singing, it's like the best feeling ever. Especially if it is like a big performance, you can't really see the audience, but you know there's like loads of people there and they're like listening to you sing, and it's a really nice feeling. I just become really confident and just, yeah, a completely different person.